this the girl?
Joanna Fletcher, daughter of Aaron and Matilda Fletcher.
Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
It's wonderful to speak to you again, Sarah. How have you been?
Very well, thank you. It's been a while since we had our last interview, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been
How
a
are
while.
you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I watched Witch last night because I was sent a screener. So yeah, phenomenal film, and you're phenomenal in it. So, what was it about Twyla that enticed you to take on the role?
Oh wow, well there was so much with her in the script that had been written that really drew me to the character. I can't really put one thing on it, but the story actually as a whole and how Twyla fit in the story, it's just this powerful story. You know, how could you not be drawn to a character like her as well?
Absolutely, because it goes in so many different places. Like within the narrative, you don't quite know exactly what's going on, like to begin with, and then it takes so many twists and turns. It was great. It was a great watch. So do you have any memorable moments from filming that you'll remember for the rest of your career?
Oh yes, all of them, Mark. Mark, we had the most amazing time filming in Budapest on this beautiful set that they actually have in The Witcher, which is unreal, an unreal experience, first of all. And Mark and Craig, they assembled such an amazing team together with the cast and crew, and we became a family. And it was just such a wonderful experience on and off set. You know, we had such a great time together, and we created so many memories that I will never forget. I will never forget them, and I will cherish them all in my heart, you know, forever.
Well, that brings me nicely to my next question. What was it like to work with Mark and Craig? Because obviously they're both directing. So, was it quite difficult for you? Like, not difficult, but more of a challenge to be directed by two people at once?
No, it was a fantastic experience, and it was the first time that I worked with two directors. So it was interesting, but it was really nice. They complement each other so well because they are actually so different, but obviously they had the same vision for the film and the characters, but they would both approach you in such a different way. And either way that they did approach you, it worked, whatever way it was. And it was quite an interesting experience to have that on set. And obviously they didn't direct so much the same for, like, both together on a scene. One would do one scene and one would do another scene, and maybe if one did have a little bit of input on a scene, you know, that the other was directing, they would give that input, and they just worked so well together. It was a really great collaborative experience, actually.
Awesome. Now you spend a lot of time with your on-screen partner Ryan Spong as William. How was he as a screen partner?
Oh, he's amazing, right? He's one of a kind. He's you know, when we were filming and before we had to do some intense scenes, you know, some running in the forest, or he would do some fighting, he would literally find anywhere, like a tree or anything, that he could do some pull-ups on, or get on the floor and do some push-ups, or run around and do some laps right before they would call action, and then he'd be there, you know, like crazy, breathing out of breath. So he was one of a kind to work with, a real experience and a lovely guy.
Awesome. With the period setting, can you talk about the costuming and making the world of the witch feel as though it was lived in?
The costumes were just unbelievable. You know, they were spot on, I think, and they went so well with the set. And it all just sort of fell into place when we arrived in Budapest. And it just felt so very natural and organic, and everyone looked amazing, absolutely amazing. The costumes were wonderful.
Awesome. They look quite comfortable as well. Were they comfortable?
They were comfortable. I did have a lot of layers on, and my main dress was actually quite heavy, and I did get caught up in my dress quite a lot because the bottom of it was frayed, and every day I'd be walking through leaves and mud, and I would have a whole collection of leaves attached to the bottom of my dress, and the fraying would get more and more intense, and my feet would actually get trapped in the fraying. So the girls would have to get their lighter to burn off the fraying like every few days, just so I wouldn't trip up on my dress.
Yeah, those are the sort of memories those are the sort of things you remember. So with the blend of genres in which, I'm not going to give it anything away, but is that something that entices you as an actress?
Yes, I love a bit of fantasy, folklore and horror and mystery, and I really think that Witch holds all those within the film, and they blend well together. And yeah, they're all very exciting genres, aren't they? And
They
to think
are.
of them all being together in one film, it's it's a great combination.
Yeah, it's a great combination, and a little bit of sci-fi in there as well. But that's all I'll say on that. So do you feel that there are more stories to tell within the world of Witch?
Oh, more stories to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, why not? I mean, it can be taken to a lot of different places, down a lot of different roads and avenues. I think there is a lot you can do with it without giving too much away for viewers. Yes, there are. And even anything that actually happens within the film that you think could be fatal and final for some characters or some places actually may not be. You know, there's that mystery there that things, could come about, and I won't give too much away.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of what word
absolutely.
I could say there, but I think, we'll leave it there.
More avenues to explore, more places to go.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'd love to see more in this world. Last year you made the transition into directing with your excellent directorial debut, Snowdrop. Is that something that you want to pursue more?
Yes, absolutely. That was a real one-of-a-kind experience for me. And it was something that was actually very close to my heart. And we spoke about it before.
We did.
Written about my own personal experience with my mum. And it was an amazing journey to write something from my heart and to bring that to life. And thankfully, with the help of Louis James producing it, and he helped bring that to life for me and my good friend Blake Ridder. And, just having that experience of seeing your writing come out, when you're on set filming with the other actors, and then being there and directing as well, it's an amazing feeling that I can't really describe it, but I really did catch the bug for, wanting to produce more, direct and write more. And I actually am developing it into a feature film. So I have the first draft down for Snowdrop. So now it's just, I'm going to keep rewriting and work on it. And we'll see where that goes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So what are you working on currently that you're allowed to talk about?
Well, I have Escape. You've seen Escape.
I have seen Escape.
That's coming out in the UK in June. And the back end of last year, I finished filming a action horror called River of Blood in Thailand, which is also the wonderful Howard J. Ford, written by Tom Boyle. So, that's about at the moment. That's in post-production. I have that on the cards. And then I have 3 films that are in pre-production that I'll be co-producing with Louis James and hopefully working with Lucas A. Ferrara, a very good friend of mine. So there's 2 horrors and an action thriller on the cards. So we
Awesome.
will see which way the universe takes us first out of the three.
Awesome. Well, look forward to anything that you do. On the subject of Escape, that comes out, you said in June.
Yeah.
How's that been? Because how's the reception of that been? Because obviously it's already out in America. People can already see it. So how does it feel for you to have your work like people out there watching it now?
It's a wonderful feeling, you know, from start to finish, when, especially as an actor, you get hired, and then once your filming is done, you really actually have nothing to do with the film. It stays in post-production with, you know, Howard, the director, and people editing and then composing and the sound and the grading and all the mixing, but you get taken out of that experience. So then you can have such a long wait for the reward of the film being released. So it is such an amazing time to see that come to life and see other people watching it and enjoying it and seeing the reviews come in, and people are loving it, Mark.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's just action packed, isn't it?
yeah, rightly so. It's a wonderful film. I was lucky enough to see it with the cast and crew last year. So yeah, it's incredible, and Howard has a unique ability to give you something different each time. Because he's gone like full into the horror with like the zombie films that he's done. But
Yes.
then he's done like more of a thriller with Never Let Go with the wonderful
Angela, yeah,
Angela.
brilliant.
Yeah. So and then he's got Dark Game as well, which was also just released with your good friend Sophie. So
Okay,
you
yes.
know, yeah, he always gives something new, and I think it's this his 11th film or something?
Is it 10? Is it 10 River of Blood? Did that make 10, or is River of Blood 11?
I'm
I
not
can't
sure. I
remember.
know it's up there. I know it's either
We're
10 or
there,
11.
we're near
It's
there.
either 10 or 11. So,
Yes,
but yeah, he's just a phenomenal talent.
he really
So
is. He really is. He has a lot of magic about him, and
yeah,
I admire him very, very much.
yeah. So with River of Blood, that obviously that comes out probably sometime close to next year, I guess. So how was that to work on? And what can you tell us about your character?
It was an unbelievable experience. For one, getting to go to Thailand to shoot a film is unreal. And then it be a Howard J. Ford film,
Hmm.
that just heightens it so much more. As you just said, you know, Howard is one of a kind. He is magical to work with, and I admire him so much. So, and then also getting to do it with some of your friends as well, you know, is an extra bonus.
Hmm.
And it was a great script written by Tom. It was amazing, Mark. We had
Awesome.
the time of our lives filming in the jungle, filming in kayaks in the river. It was all real. Everything you see, it happened. There's no green screen whatsoever. And it was such a challenge. But everyone came together, and Howard really put together such a great cast and crew. And everyone worked so hard to achieve what we did achieve. And I think you're going to be in for a real treat.
Well, I hope to get the invite to go and see it when he
Yes,
does the cast and crew screening at some point. So that'd be awesome.
absolutely.
Obviously, I can't let you go without mentioning Boogieville, because you're also in that with Sean Cronin. So and that's out later this year, I believe. How was that to work on?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was in and out very quick, actually. I went in on the first day of production, and it was a breeze on set there. I had a lot of fun. It was really great. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I love a vampire film, actually, myself. The genre is one of my favorites, actually. So yeah, it's
Okay.
going to be exciting to see the full film.
Yeah. Congratulations with the film, and yeah, I look forward to what you do next and the continued success of Witch.
Thank you, Mark. It was really nice
All
to
right,
chat to
you
you again.
too. Look
Thank
after
you.
yourself. Take
See
care.
you. And you. Bye.
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 Take care.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
There are dark forces at work.
Is it time to play?
It's the only tool we have to save her.
Show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still be. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe. A London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.